Carbon finance is not just a tool, it's going to be a necessary tool because of the trillions of dollars that are going to be needed to fund the energy transition and help countries in the global south deal with development and rising population and rising energy demand. So carbon markets it's a new field, but we're starting to learn more about it.
I think the role of carbon market cannot be understated, especially if we're looking at a just and inclusive transition. Given the level of investment that is needed today, it's important that we explore all avenues and all tools possible to actually help us in directing financing toward solutions for net zero. For developing countries especially, the role of carbon market is going to be important because of the low cost abatement, but also because of directing the investment that is needed.
I think without carbon markets we won't get there. Look, it's such a huge task that it takes every single lever that we can have.
Most commonly, the advice is for companies and other players to consider them as a last resort. So if you need to offset your emissions, that should happen after you've exhausted all the other options within your company, within your jurisdiction. That's one way to look at it. But another way to look at it is, as we heard today in the panel, it's a way to provide finance for those who need it most, including countries that do not have currently bankable projects.
Energy transition needs around more than $5 trillion to be invested worldwide. And most of this money, if not half of it, will be invested in Global South, in the countries where we will have massive interest rates, where the returns of the projects will make them very difficult for us to invest money. And that's where the carbon markets come in. Carbon markets enable such investments into projects which are not investable when it comes to the returns through a process called additionality. And that's why I think carbon markets would be key to making the energy transition happen.